5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 60 flat crest, 90. Middle over flat crest, 40. Early to left, don't over crest. To right, tightens, keep in over crest.
Hi and welcome to RCKicks. On today's show, well, we're having a bit of fun and we're going back in time. We're going to be doing the Mk1 Escort body from the 1970s. Now, I was born in 1974, so I don't really remember the Mk1s, but the Mk II was the one that I remember the most. But I do remember seeing some old footage of these rallying through the countryside at crazy speeds, sliding out the back, so I do remember what they look like. Now, this video is sponsored by L&L Models. I'll put a link below. They make lots of vintage bodies just like this. So this is what they're really known for. They also do kits and all other bits and pieces, so go check them out. So a big thanks for them for supporting the channel. Now, let me give you a bit of history about this one. This is a 1970 RS1600. Right, I've got a little bit of history about the actual car that this is based on, and in the 1970s Ford opened their advanced vehicle operations at Livery, dedicated to the production of the Escort RS range, and both the Mexico and the RS1600 were both simultaneously built at the now famous South Essex plant. The RS1600 was one step up from the Mexico and was developed using an engine that was essentially a detuned Formula 3 unit, designed BDA, belt drive A series, combined with a strengthened body shell and sport suspension, making it ideal for competitions. The same year also marked the formation of the Ford RS dealer network, dedicated to sell these products to a very eager public. For the first time ever, professional teams and privateers alike could compete on an equal footing, so even a clubman equipped with this RS parts catalogue had reason to be optimistic. The Ford Escort RS1600 BDA would dominate the World Rally Championship for several years and turn British and Scandinavian drivers into household names. So there's a little bit of history about the whole era of these cars. Right, so what we're going to do with this one? Right, we've got to cut it out first, give it a good clean. It doesn't look too difficult to paint. I'm going to paint it in white, which is the standard livery, and then we have all the blue decals. Luckily, these are all cut out for you, so I am super chuffed about that, because that saves me cutting them all out, because there's quite a few. We have all the window surrounds, and we have some wing mirrors, and we have window masks, which is excellent. There's also this little piece here which you can actually screw onto the front section, and if you leave the lights clear and spray these silver, you will actually get like rear lights, and you could drill through and actually fit some lights to this. So I will spray that silver and we will be fitting that. So first things first, we've got to cut it out. I'll be right back as soon as I've cut it out. Okay, so it's been an eventful hour, not from the body point of view, but if any of you with eagle eyes will notice that my painting has disappeared. What happened? It just randomly, after a year, decided to throw itself off the wall, smash into Herbie, which smashed into the black beetle, and then it crashed onto the floor, smashing into the skirting board, taking a big chunk out of it. Now, luckily the damage is not too bad. Herbie took a bit of a battering, and the wing is all chipped. The black one lost both its wing mirrors. They got snapped off, but I managed to glue them back on again. Luckily, the drone, the clod that's underneath, didn't get any damage at all. The picture frame is still fine because it had a perspex, it wasn't glass, so that's all good. But I now need to come up with something else to put in here. Whether I'll do a few more bodies, I don't know, we'll see. But there we go. Anyway, I digress. Back to the body. Cut it all out, no problems whatsoever. Nice and easy after some of the cars that I've been working on recently. I am actually surprised that this comes out of a single mould. The back and the front go under so much. How they pull that free, I'll never know. One of the things you've got to be careful of is around the front. Because it tucks under so much, you don't get a definite line. So you have to do your own line. So you have to take your time on that front. The only thing different is I put the window mask in, and whatever I had left over, I cut two little circles for the lights because they don't come on the masking sheet. But putting the window decal masks in they're actually bang on, so it's really easy to line them up. There's not like you line it up one side and it's miles off the other. They actually line up nicely, so I was well chuffed about that, and that was really easy. Right, let's paint it white and wish me luck, and hopefully it should come out right. Fingers crossed. Back in a sec. That went fine, no issues whatsoever, just standard white. Very easy to paint as it's nice and open. There's no little difficult sections to paint. If anything, the only slight challenge was along the lip here, but you can just get into it, so it's not so bad. Right, that's drying. Next, I've got to take off the protective layer and then take the window masks out and the light masks out. I sprayed up the lights in silver, so that will go in the back. After that, we start with the decals. So let me remove all that and then I'll be right back. So there you go, all done, and it looks fine. I don't have to do anything. I could just leave the window edges off. It looks super sharp, so I'm really happy about that. And the lights came out fine too. So that bit goes inside there, and then it's just backed with that. So no problem there. Right, time to put the stickers on. Shouldn't take too long, being that they're cut out for me. So wish me luck, and then we've got it done. After that, we need to build a chassis for it, or find a chassis to put it on. But hey, I'll figure that out as we go along. I'll be right back as soon as the decals are on. And there we are, all finished. It came out fine. Wasn't too difficult really compared to some of the other kits I built. The only thing that was quite difficult is that this blue line goes all the way around, so you've got to make sure you line it all up. I found that these decals are very strong, so it was easy to pull them off and put them on, and that made my life a little bit easier. They weren't quite as grabby as the Tamiya ones, that once you put them on you pull them off and it stretches them. These ones you could put on, lift off a bit, put on again, so that helped me do all the joins all the way around, because there's two pieces there, then one on there, two there, one on the back, and they've all got to join up. But apart from that, it wasn't too difficult at all because I didn't have to cut them out. Yay! Front was quite complicated because there's about 4 different stickers in there, and I ended up painting in some of it to make it look a bit better. What's next? Well, I've got a TT02 brand new chassis that I'm going to build. I won't build it on the show because there was lots of my TT02 builds that are already out there, but on the next video I'll have that done. I'm tempted to try and get hold of some metal window wipers to make it look a bit more detailed. Apart from that, I need to source some wheels and tyres that are more in keeping with this car, so I'll see about trying to find some of those. And then after that, I'm going to put the car up for sale. So if you'd be interested in a TT02 with a Mk1 Escort L&L Models body, let me know. You can contact me on the email address below, or you can head over to Facebook, RCKicks Facebook page, and I'm always on there, and you can just message me there. Anyway, big shout out to L&L Models for sponsoring the video, and if you'd like to support the channel, head over to the Patreon page for RCKicks. I'll put a link below for that. Thanks very much. See you on the next one. Bye-bye. Check out one of these videos for some more RC fun.